Hello dear students, welcome back to the class. In the previous class we had seen oceans, the five oceans of the world: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, Antarctic or Southern Ocean. And today in this class let us look at seas. What is a sea? A sea is a large body of water, usually salty, wholly or partially enclosed by land, and it is comparatively smaller than the ocean. Some examples of the seas of the world are Arabian Sea, Aral Sea, Bering Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, the Tasman Sea, the Red Sea, the Caribbean Sea, etc. So the main thing about the sea is that it is a salty water and it is a large body of water, but it is smaller than the ocean. And the next one we have to look at is bay. A bay is a part of the sea or a lake having a wide and open curve indenting into the land or shoreline. Some examples are Bay of Bengal, Hudson Bay, Bay of Biscay, etc. So bay is the part of the sea or a lake. And the next one is Gulf. Gulf is a large inlet of the sea. So the sea is inside the land, inlet of the sea like a bay, reaching into the land. In contrast to the bay, it is usually narrower at the mouth and it is more enclosed and more deeply indented than a bay. For example, Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Kutch, Persian Gulf, etc. So mainly it is a large inlet of the sea. So that is about the sea, and bay and gulf is part of sea. And the next one is lakes. Lakes are large depressions filled with water. They are usually inland. That is, they have no direct connection to any sea or ocean. Lakes are both freshwater as well as salt water. So the difference between the sea and the lake is that sea will be connected with the ocean, and the bay and gulf also will be connected with the sea and ocean. But when we look at the lake is not connected with sea or ocean. It is separately. It will be fresh water or salt water. And some of the important lakes are Great Lakes of USA, Baikal, and Lake Chad, etc. And the next water body is a river. A river refers to a large natural stream of water flowing into a definite direction in a channel. Rivers flow towards a sea, ocean, a main river, or a lake. Depending on the supply of water, rivers may be perennial, that is, flowing all through the year, or seasonal. Perennial means it will be flowing throughout the year, or sometimes it will be seasonal. Let us look at some of the important rivers of the world. One is Ganga, then Mississippi, Amazon, then River Murray, River Nile. These are the important rivers of the world. Now let us look at the causes of pollution of water bodies. So we have seen the different water bodies. First of all, we have seen the oceans, then seas, and then we had seen the bay and gulf, which is a part of the sea. Then we had seen rivers, lakes, and these all are the water bodies. Now let us look at the causes of pollution of water bodies. So water pollution is mainly the result of human activities. The first of all, sewage and wastewater. Every day we cook, do laundry, flush the toilet, wash our cars, shower, and do many things that use water. In many places, wastewater and soluble waste, that is called sewage water, is treated, cleaned, and dumped into the sea or river. Even though these are treated, these usually pollute fresh water. In some countries, this sewage water is not treated but quickly dumped into the water bodies. That means directly we dump this wastewater to the water bodies. This is very dangerous because they contaminate the environment and water bodies and bring many deadly diseases to us. So in most of the developed countries, they treat the water. That means that they clean or they filter the water and they dump the wastewater into the river or sea. But even then, it pollute the fresh water. But in some other countries, mainly the poor countries and the developing countries, they don't treat the water. They directly put the sewage water into the river or lakes, which cause water pollution. and also it bring many deadly diseases also to us. And the next one is septic tanks. In many places, toilet is connected to septic tank, usually located outside the house. Each time waste is flushed down the toilet, it goes into this tank, from where the liquid is usually drained out into a land drainage system. From this stage, it can escape into the soil and nearby water bodies. So likewise also the water bodies can be polluted. Next one is waste dumping. In some places, waste from hospitals, factories, and homes are dumped into the water bodies directly. This waste can take a long time to decompose or may not decompose at all, such as plastics. These pollute the water bodies, and when these end up in the sea, they harm sea animals and cause a lot of water animals dead. So the waste from the hospitals, factories are dumped directly to the water bodies, which pollute the water and which cause the death of many water animals. The next cause of water pollution is the underground storage and tube leakages. Because many petroleum products or sewage are gone through the or runs through the underground tubes. In a matter of time, sometime it get rust and began to leak, and which can contaminate the soil, and the liquids in them end up in many nearby water bodies. As the underground tubes are getting rust and it can be leaked, and the liquids in them, it can be petroleum or sewage, it can go through the soil and it can reach to the water bodies. And the last cause is atmospheric deposition. That means uh, it is the pollution of water bodies caused by air pollution. Each time the air is polluted, the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, they mix with the water particles in the air and form a toxic substance. This falls as an acid rain to the ground and gets washed into the water bodies. The result is that water bodies also get contaminated, and this affects animals and water organisms. That means the air pollution will cause acid rain, and this acid rain can contaminate the water bodies, and through that it can affect the animals and water organisms. Dear students, we have seen five causes of pollution. First of all, sewage and wastewater. Secondly, septic tanks, and then waste dumping, then underground storage and tube leakages, then atmospheric deposition, that is acid rain. Dear students, learn all the points which we have studied today. Have a nice day. God bless you.